Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, today I wanna make TOTD video or teacher of the day, and today I will teach you about sentence formula. Okay, so for the first is simple present. I will give you the formula of positive, negative, and interrogative simple present. Okay, so for the positive, for the first you can add subject, and after that you can add verb one and then object. And for the negative, the first of course there is subject, and the second is do or does, and the third is not, and the fourth is verb one, and the last is object. And for the interrogative, there is there are for the first do or does, and the second is subject, and the third is verb one, and the last object. Okay, so for the example of the sentence, like first you can see in the positive, in the first there is she, that means is he, she is the subject, and place is for the verb, and the last is the object or the complement. So the second is it is negative. You can see the first it is she is the subject, and there is does. You can use do or does uh, beside the subject, and the third is not, and the fourth is play, that means is the verb one, and the last is the object or the complement. And so the last is interrogative. There is do or dash, and the second is she, the subject, and there is play for the verb one, and the last is complement. Okay, so the second, I will tell you about the present continuous, the formula. Okay, so you can see here there is for the positive, the first is subject, and the second is to be, like am, is, or are, and the last is verb ing. And for the negative, same, the first is subject, the second is to be, and the third there is not, there is a not word, and the last is verb ing. And for the interrogative, the first is to be word, like am, is, are, and the second is subject, and the third is verb ing. For the example is like this one, the positive, there is she for the subject, there is to be word because the subject is she, so we will use is for the to be word, and the last is verb ing, that is reading. So the sentence will be she is reading a book. So the second it is negative. The first there is she for the subject, there is to be word, that is, and there is not for the for the not word, and the last is verb ing, that is reading. So the sentence will be she is not reading a book, and the last is interrogative. Is she reading a book? Is for the to be word and she is the subject. Reading is the verbing, and the last you can add like a book for the complement. Okay, so the last is simple future. The first there is subject, and the second there is will, and the last is verb one. Same like in the negative, the first is subject, and the second is will, the third is not, and the last is verb one. And for the interrogative, the first is will, the second is subject, and the last is verb one. So the sentence will be like this: I will go to the store later. So I for the subject, and there is will, and for the verb one that is go, and to the store later is for the complement. You, for the complement that is optional. So you can edit if you want or not. Okay, so the negative sentence will be like this: I will not go to the store later. So same as like the positive, but the different there is not after the will. So I will not go to the store later. Okay, so for the last it is interrogative. Uh, the first is will, and the second is subject that is I, and verb one go, and the last is complement to the store later. So the sentence will be, will I go to the store later? So maybe that is for my TOTD video or teacher of the day video. Thank you very much for listening my video, and I hope this video will be useful for you. And yeah, just that. Do as I say. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.